Good day, children. Today we are going to go on a journey on the lesson Air, Water and Weather. Happy understanding, listening and a happy journey to one and all. Let's see what this warm-up session is all about. Look at the pictures and identify the weather. Fill in the blanks with the suitable words. Okay, now Ria is carrying an umbrella. She's also playing in a puddle of water. It is a which day? It's a rainy day. Abid is playing football. The sun is shining brightly. He feels terribly hot and thirsty. It's a hot day. Madhwan is flying a kite. So it will be a windy day. The sun is hiding behind the clouds and the kids are wearing woolen clothes. When they are wearing woolen clothes, it's a snowy day. So lovely seasons, children. Now let's go further. Lovely days rather, children. Now let's go further and we are going to see what does this lesson have in store for us. Know about the sun, how the sun affects different weather conditions, understand formation of sea breeze and land breeze, identify the different states of water, describe the steps to make water fit for drinking. Okay, children. Weather. Weather is the state of the atmosphere of a place at a particular time in relation to heat, cloudiness, dryness, sunshine, wind and rain. The weather can be hot, cold, dry, humid, windy or rainy. We choose our clothes, foods and drinks according to the weather. Weather can change day to day or within hours in a day. How does the sun affect the weather? The sun causes the wind to change from time to time. Weather conditions such as wind, cloudiness, hot, cold conditions and rain are caused by the heating of the earth from the sun. This heat causes wind to blow and water to change from one form to another. Now name the 3 different forms of water and also write as to how you can change one form to another. Now this is what I want you to do on your own. Okay, now let's go further. The earth spins on its own axis. This movement of the earth is known as rotation. Rotation causes day and night. The part of the earth facing the sun has a day and is warm or hot. The other part of the earth which is away from the sun has night. Nights are generally cooler as there are no sun rays falling on that part. Now this is the sun-earth revolution connection and this is the sun-earth rotation connection. The earth moves around the sun in its fixed orbit. This is called revolution. The earth is tilted on its axis. This causes a part of the sun to lean towards the sun. The part of the earth tilted towards the sun receives more sunlight and gets more heat. The days are being long. Basically, it is summer in this part. The part of the earth that is tilted away from the sun has winter. This is how revolution causes seasons. Okay? See, this is the rotation, sun-earth rotation connection. Did you get it? And now we go to the sun-wind connection. Hot air and cool air. Here it is summer and this is winter. The sun's warmth heats up the air. This hot air is light, so it moves up. Its place is taken up by cool air because cool air is heavier. Did you get it? The cool air is heavier. Let's move further. The sun causes changes in the states of matter. The sun causes formation of water vapor from water. The water vapor rises and condenses to form clouds. When these clouds become too heavy, they fall down in the form of rain, snow, hail and sleet. When there is a lot of water vapor present in the air, it causes us to sweat a lot. This type of weather is known as humid weather. Now, why do coastal areas have humid weather? Role of air. Air is an invisible mixture of gases such as oxygen, carbon dioxide, water vapor, smoke, and dust. This layer of air that surrounds the earth is known as atmosphere. Moving air is called wind. A gentle wind is called a breeze. A very strong wind which can cause damage and destruction is called a storm. When a storm is accompanied by thunder and rain, it is called thunderstorm. Sand and land breezes. During the day, the land gets warm faster than water. The air on the land too warms and rises up. The cool air from the sea moves towards the land and takes its place. This is called sea breeze. Okay? Warm air. This is the cool breeze. Land is warmer and here the sea is cooler. Alright? Now here happens during the day. And during night, let's see, at night the land gets cooler faster than the water. The air above the sea is warm and rises up. The cool air from the land moves in towards the sea and takes its place. This is called land breeze. Now this is the sea here, it's how the sea is warmer. Here the land is cooler. This is cool land breeze and this is the warm air. Which is the smallest ocean in the world? Surf the net and find out. Here is the Pacific Ocean, which is the largest ocean. It covers about 30% of Earth's surface. Imagine out of 100%, 30% of the Earth's surface is covered with which ocean? Pacific Ocean, and you are going to do the research and find out which is the smallest ocean. Okay, let's go further to the role of water. The Earth's surface is covered with about 71% of water. Of all the water on the Earth, we can use only about 0.3% of this water. Such usable water is found below the ground as groundwater in rivers and freshwater lakes. Water exists in three different forms, that is solid, liquid and gas. It changes its form on either heating or cooling. Ice is the solid form of water, whereas water vapor and steam are the gaseous forms of water. Let's see what's evaporation. When water gets heated, it changes into water vapor. This process of change of water, that is liquid into water vapor gas, is known as evaporation. The heat of the sun causes water on the surface of the earth to heat up and change into water vapor. There are several factors that can cause evaporation to take place at a faster rate. That's the temperature. Higher the temperature, the faster is the rate of evaporation. Coming to wind, wind speeds up the rate of evaporation. Area of water exposed. Larger the area of the water exposed, faster will be the rate of evaporation. Dry air. If there is already enough water vapor present in the air, evaporation will be slow. Therefore, drier the air, more will be the rate of evaporation. Now, rushing, accidentally mix 3 tablespoons of salt in 1 cup of water, thinking that it was powdered sugar. The salt dissolved completely in water. Now he needs to separate the salt from water. How can he do it? Let me see what can you come up with. Okay, condensation. When the water vapor cools down, it changes into tiny droplets of water. This is known as condensation. The water vapor formed on the surface of the earth goes up in the atmosphere and condenses to form clouds. Dew, they are the water droplets formed by the condensation of water vapor on cold surfaces at night when the atmospheric vapor condenses. Frost, thin layer of ice crystals that forms due to the very cold weather is known as frost. Fog. They are suspended water droplets of droplets or ice crystals in the layer of the air next to the Earth's surface during winters that reduce visibility to a lower level. Mist. They are suspended water droplets or ice crystals in the layer of air next to the Earth's surface that reduce visibility. It is a mild form of fog. Okay. Let's see what is over here. Precipitation. Precipitation is any form of liquid or solid water particles that fall from the atmosphere and reach the surface of the earth. When the clouds become too heavy with water vapor condensing back to the liquid water, it comes down in the form of rain. Apart from rain, water also can come in the form of snow, can come down rather in the form of snow, in the form of hail, and in the form of sleet. Rain. It is a liquid water in the form of droplets that has condensed from the water vapor in the air. We all love rain, don't we? Wow, imagine getting wet in the rain and having some lovely fun in it, isn't it? Then snow. Who doesn't love snow? I wish I can just go and play in some snow. When water vapor in the air gets converted into ice crystals at low temperatures, it precipitates as flakes of snow. Then we have hail. Hail are pellets of frozen rain. Then there is sleet. When the rain containing some ice falls to the ground, it is called sleet. This is how sleet looks. Okay, this is how hail looks. I love hailstorms too, and I have experienced hail, okay, and I like sleet too. I haven't experienced sleet as such, but hail, yes. But you surf the net and see both how does hail and sleet look like, and also do some surfing about the snow too. Now we proceed to the water cycle. Water evaporates from the oceans, rivers, lakes and other bodies. It condenses to form clouds high up in the atmosphere and falls back on the ground in the form of rain, snow, hail and sleet. This water gets collected in rivers, ponds, lakes and oceans. Some of this water also seeps in through the ground, making groundwater. This is known as collection. This entire cycle of change of forms of water is known as water cycle. Now this is the water cycle, that is collection, precipitation, evaporation. It just goes on, condensation. The cycle goes on and on and on. Let's see what does the fact days have in store for us. In various dry and hot desert areas, let's see what does the fact days have in store for us. In various dry and hot areas such as desert, the rainfall does not reach the ground. This is because rain evaporates before even touching the ground. This phenomenon is known as phantom rain. Okay, now making water fit for use, we should only drink clean water. Water in wells, rivers, taps and even underground water can be dirty and impure. The impurities can be of following types. Insoluble impurities, the impurities that are suspended in water and can be seen easily. Soluble impurities, the impurities that are dissolved in water and cannot be seen easily. Germs, the harmful, very tiny living organisms in water that cannot be seen but can cause diseases. Water can be made fit for usage through the following processes. Those processes are sedimentation and decantation. The method of sedimentation and decantation can be used to remove insoluble impurities. In this process, let the impure water stand for some time. Heavier particles of impurities will settle down at the bottom of the water, leaving cleaner water on the top. This is known as sedimentation. Now carefully pour the clean water. This is known as sedimentation. Well, this is known as sedimentation. Now carefully pour the clean water into another vessel. This is known as decantation. This is how sedimentation is, and this is how decantation is. Now let's proceed further to filtration. In this method, unclean water is passed through filter paper. The impurities get stuck on the filter paper while clean water passes through it. For example, an impure mixture of sand and water can be filtered using this method. Now I want you to do this sketch, okay, and then label all the parts over here. This is the funnel, this is the residue, this is the solution, okay, this is the filter paper, and this is the filtrate. This is the entire procedure of how filtration takes place. Now let's move further. In the similar manner, water on the surface of the earth also gets filtered when it passes through several layers of soil to become underground water. Therefore, underground water is used for drinking. Boiling. Boiling is the simplest method to purify water. Water should be boiled for at least 5 minutes continuously. We should always keep the boiling water covered. Now we move further to chlorination. Chlorine is a chemical that is added to water to kill germs present in it. The process of adding chlorine is known as chlorination. We move further to water purifier. We can also purify water using a water purifier. There are several water purifiers available in the market. Now, I want you to find out what is reverse osmosis. Surf the net, do thorough research on it, and find about it. Now, finally, we have come to the summary. Let's see what all we learned. It's a recap on it. Weather is the condition of the atmosphere of a particular place and at a particular time. Weather can be hot, humid, dry, windy or rainy. The sun's heat causes the change in weather condition. Hot air is lighter than cold air. Land breeze flows from land to sea and sea breeze flows from sea to land. Evaporation, condensation and precipitation are continuous processes in nature. Water cycle recycles the same water again and again. Water should be cleaned and made fit for drinking and other purposes too. So children, I hope you had a lovely session on this lesson, air, water and weather. Thank you for your valuable time and have a nice day.